The fourth book of Moses, commonly called Numbers. Chapter 1. And the Lord said to Moses in the wasteland of Sinai, in the tent of meeting, on the first day of the second month, in the second year after they came out of the land of Egypt, take the full number of the children of Israel, by their families, and by their fathers' houses, every male by name, all those of 20 years old and over, who are able to go to war in Israel, are to be numbered by you and Aaron. And to give you help, take one man from every tribe, the head of his father's house. These are the names of those who are to be your helpers, from Reuben, Elizur, the son of Shedeur; from Simeon, Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai; from Judah, Nahshon, the son of Amminadab; from Issachar, Nethanel, the son of Zuar; from Zebulun, Eliab, the son of Helon; of the children of Joseph, from Ephraim, Elishama, the son of Ammihud; from Manasseh, Gamaliel, the son of Pedahzur; from Benjamin, Abidan, the son of Gideoni; from Dan, Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai; from Asher, Pagiel, the son of Ochran; from Gad, Eliasaph, the son of Reuel; from Naphtali, Ahira, the son of Enan. These are the men named out of all the people, chiefs of their fathers' houses, heads of the tribes of Israel. And Moses and Aaron took these men, marked out by name, and they got together all the people on the first day of the second month, and everyone made clear his family and his father's house, by the number of the names, from 20 years old and over, as the Lord had given orders to Moses. So they were numbered by him in the waste place of Sinai. The generations of the sons of Reuben, the oldest son of Israel, were numbered by their families and their fathers' houses, every male of 20 years old and over, who was able to go to war. 46,500 of the tribe of Reuben were numbered. The generations of the sons of Simeon were numbered by their families and their fathers' houses, every male of 20 years old and over, who was able to go to war. 59,300 of the tribe of Simeon were numbered. The generations of the sons of Gad were numbered by their families and their fathers' houses, every male of 20 years old and over who was able to go to war. 45,650 of the tribe of Gad were numbered. The generations of the sons of Judah were numbered by their families and their fathers' houses, every male of 20 years old and over who was able to go to war. 74,600 of the tribe of Judah were numbered. The generations of the sons of Issachar were numbered by their families and their fathers' houses, every male of 20 years old and over who was able to go to war. 54,400 of the tribe of Issachar were numbered. The generations of the sons of Zebulun were numbered by their families and their fathers' houses, every male of 20 years old and over who was able to go to war. 57,400 of the tribe of Zebulun were numbered. The generations of the sons of Joseph were numbered by their families and their fathers' houses, every male of 20 years old and over who was able to go to war. 40,500 of the tribe of Ephraim were numbered. The generations of the sons of Manasseh were numbered by their families and their fathers' houses, every male of 20 years old and over who was able to go to war. 32,200 of the tribe of Manasseh were numbered. The generations of the sons of Benjamin were numbered by their families and their fathers' houses, every male of 20 years old and over who was able to go to war. 35,400 of the tribe of Benjamin were numbered. The generations of the sons of Dan were numbered by their families and their fathers' houses, every male of 20 years and over who was able to go to war. 62,700 of the tribe of Dan were numbered. The generations of the sons of Asher were numbered by their families and their fathers' houses, every male of 20 years old and over who was able to go to war. 41,500 of the tribe of Asher were numbered. The generations of the sons of Naphtali were numbered by their families and their fathers' houses, every male of 20 years old and over who was able to go to war. 53,400 of the tribe of Naphtali were numbered. These are they who were numbered by Moses and Aaron and by the 12 chiefs of Israel, one from every tribe. So all those who were numbered of the children of Israel, by their families, all those of 20 years old and over who were able to go to war, were 603,550. But the Levites, of the tribe of their fathers, were not numbered among them. For the Lord said to Moses, "Only the tribe of Levi is not to be numbered among the children of Israel, but to them you are to give the care of the tent of meeting with its vessels and everything in it. They are to take up the tent, and be responsible for everything to do with it, and put up their tents round it. And when the tent of meeting goes forward, the Levites are to take it down, and when it is to be put up, they are to do it. Any strange person who comes near it is to be put to death. The children of Israel are to put up their tents, every man in his tent circle round his flag. But the tents of the Levites are to be round the tent of meeting, so that wrath may not come on the children of Israel. The tent of meeting is to be in the care of the Levites." So the children of Israel did as the Lord had given orders to Moses. Chapter 2. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "The children of Israel are to put up their tents in the order of their families, by the flags of their fathers' houses, facing the tent of meeting on every side. Those whose tents are on the east side, looking to the dawn, will be round the flag of the children of Judah, with Nahshon, the son of Amminadab, as their chief. The number of his army was 74,600. And nearest to him will be the tribe of Issachar, with Nethanel, the son of Zuar, as their chief. The number of his army was 54,400. After him, the tribe of Zebulun, with Eliab, the son of Helon, as their chief. The number of his army was 57,400. The number of all the armies of Judah was 186,400. They go forward first. On the south side is the flag of the children of Reuben, in the order of their armies, with Elizur, the son of Shedeur, as their chief. The number of his army was 46,500. And nearest to him, the tribe of Simeon, with Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai, as their chief. The number of his army was 59,300. Then the tribe of Gad, with Eliasaph, son of Reuel, as their chief. The number of his army was 45,650. The number of all the armies of Reuben together came to 151,450. They go forward second. Then the tent of meeting is to go forward, with the tents of the Levites, in the middle of the armies, in the same order as their tents are placed. They are to go forward, every man under his flag. On the west side will be the flag of the children of Ephraim, with Elishama, the son of Ammihud, as their chief. The number of his army was 40,500. And by him the tribe of Manasseh, with Gamaliel, the son of Pedahzur, as their chief. The number of his army was 32,200. Then the tribe of Benjamin, with Abidan, the son of Gideoni, as their chief. The number of his army was 35,400. The number of all the armies of Ephraim was 108,100. They go forward third. On the north side will be the flag of the children of Dan, with Ahiezer, the son of Mishaddai, as their chief. The number of his army was 62,700. Nearest to him will be the tribe of Asher, with Pagiel, the son of Ochran, as their chief. The number of his army was 41,500. Then the tribe of Naphtali, with Ahira, the son of Enan, as their chief. The number of his army was 53,400. The number of all the armies in the tents of Dan was 157,600. They will go forward last, by their flags. These are all who were numbered of the children of Israel, in the order of their fathers' families. All the armies in their tents together came to 603,550. But the Levites were not numbered among the children of Israel, as the Lord said to Moses. So the children of Israel did as the Lord said to Moses, so they put up their tents by their flags, and they went forward in the same order, by their families, and by their fathers' houses. Chapter 3. Now these are the generations of Aaron and Moses, in the day when the word of the law came to Moses on Mount Sinai. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, Nadab the oldest, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Itamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the priests, on whom the holy oil was put, who were marked out as priests. And Nadab and Abihu were put to death before the Lord when they made an offering of strange fire before the Lord, in the waste land of Sinai, and they had no children. And Eleazar and Itamar did the work of priests before Aaron their father. And the Lord said to Moses, Make the tribe of Levi come near, and put them before Aaron the priest, to be his helpers, in order that they may be responsible to him and to all Israel for the care of the tent of meeting, and to do the work of the house. And they will have the care of all the vessels of the tent of meeting, and will do for the children of Israel all the necessary work of the house. Give the Levites to Aaron and his sons, so that they may be his without question from among the children of Israel. And give orders that Aaron and his sons are to keep their place as priests. Any strange person who comes near is to be put to death. And the Lord said to Moses, See, I have taken the Levites out of the children of Israel to be mine in place of the first sons of the children of Israel, for all the first sons are mine. On the day when I put to death all the first sons in the land of Egypt, I took for myself every first male birth of man and beast. They are mine, I am the Lord. And the Lord said to Moses in the waste land of Sinai, Let all the children of Levi be numbered by their families and their fathers' houses. Let every male of a month old and over be numbered. So Moses did as the Lord said, numbering them as he had been ordered. These were the sons of Levi by name, Gershon and Kohath and Merari. And these are the names of the sons of Gershon, by their families, Libni and Shimei. And the sons of Kohath, by their families, Amram and Izhar and Hebron and Uzziel. And the sons of Merari by their families, Mahli and Mushi. These are the families of the Levites in the order of their fathers' houses. From Gershon come the Libnites and the Shimeites. These are the families of the Gershonites. Those who were numbered of them, the males from 1 month old and over, were 7,500. The tents of the Gershonites are to be placed at the back of the house, to the west. The chief of the Gershonites is Eliasaph, the son of Lael. In the tent of meeting, the Gershonites are to have the care of the house, and the tent with its cover, and the veil for the door of the tent of meeting, and the hangings for the open space round the house and the altar, and the curtain for its doorway, and all the cords needed for its use. From the Kohath come the Amramites and the Izharites and the Hebronites and the Uzzielites. These are the families of the Kohathites. Those who were numbered of them, the males from 1 month old and over, were 8,600, who were responsible for the care of the holy place. The tents of the Kohathites are to be placed on the south side of the house. Their chief is Elizaphan, the son of Uzziel. In their care are the ark, and the table, and the lights, and the altars, and all the vessels used in the holy place, and the veil, and all they are used for. Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, will be head over all the Levites and overseer of those responsible for the care of the holy place. From Merari come the Mahlites and the Mushites. These are the families of Merari. Those who were numbered of them, the males of 1 month old and over, were 6,200. The chief of the families of Merari was Zuriel, the son of Abihail. Their tents are to be placed on the north side of the house, and in their care are to be all the boards of the tent, with their rods and pillars and bases, and all the instruments, and all they are used for, and the pillars of the open space round it, with their bases and nails and cords. And those whose tents are to be placed on the east side of the house in front of the tent of meeting, looking to the dawn, are Moses and Aaron and his sons, who will do the work of the holy place for the children of Israel, and any strange person who comes near will be put to death. All the Levites numbered by Moses and Aaron at the order of the Lord, all the males of 1 month old and over numbered in the order of their families, were 22,000. And the Lord said to Moses, Let all the first male children be numbered, and take the number of their names, and give to me the Levites, I am the Lord, in place of the first sons of the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites in place of the first births among the cattle of the children of Israel. So Moses had all the first sons among the children of Israel numbered, as the Lord said to him. Every first son from a month old and over was numbered by name, and the number came to 22,273. And the Lord said to Moses, Take the Levites in place of all the first sons of the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites in place of their cattle. The Levites are to be mine, I am the Lord. And the price you have to give for the 273 first sons of the children of Israel, which are in addition to the number of the Levites, will be 5 shekels for every one, by the scale of the holy place. The shekel is 20 gerahs, and this money, the price of those over the number of the Levites, is to be given to Aaron and his sons. So Moses took the money, the price of those whose place had not been taken by the Levites, from the first sons of Israel. He took it, 1,365 shekels, by the scale of the holy place, and he gave the money to Aaron and his sons, as the Lord had said. Chapter 4. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, Let the sons of Kohath, from among the sons of Levi, be numbered by their families, in the order of their fathers' houses, all those from 30 to 50 years old who are able to do the work of the tent of meeting. And this is to be the work of the sons of Kohath in connection with the most holy things. When all the people go forward, Aaron is to go in with his sons, and take down the veil of the curtain, covering the ark of witness with it, and putting over it the leather cover, and over that a blue cloth, and putting its rods in place. And on the table of the holy bread they are to put a blue cloth, and on it all the vessels, the spoons and the basins and the cups, and the holy bread with them. And over them they are to put a red cloth, covering it with a leather cover, and putting its rods in their places. And they are to take a blue cloth, covering with it the light support with its lights and its instruments and its trays and all the oil vessels which are used for it. All these they are to put in a leather cover, and put it on the frame. On the gold altar they are to put a blue cloth, covering it with a leather cover, and they are to put its rods in their places. All the vessels which are used in the holy place they are to put in a blue cloth, covering them with a leather cover, and put them on the frame. And they are to take away the burned waste from the altar, and put a purple cloth on it, placing on the cloth all its vessels, the fire baskets, the meat hooks, the spades, and the basins, all the vessels of the altar. They are to put a leather cover over all these, and put its rods in their places. And after the holy place and all its vessels have been covered up by Aaron and his sons, when the tents of the people go forward, the sons of Kohath are to come and take it up, but the holy things may not be touched by them for fear of death. And Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, is to be responsible for the oil for the light, and the sweet perfumes for burning, and the regular meal offering, and the holy oil. The house and the holy place and everything in it will be in his care. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, Do not let the family of the Kohathites be cut off from among the Levites, but do this to them, so that life and not death may be theirs when they come near the most holy things. Let Aaron and his sons go in and give to everyone his work in that which he is to take up, but they themselves are not to go in to see the holy place, even for a minute, for fear of death. And the Lord said to Moses, Let the sons of Gershon be numbered by families, in the order of their fathers' houses, all those from 30 to 50 years old who are able to do the work of the tent of meeting. This is to be the work of the Gershonites, the things they are to do and take up. They are to take up the curtains of the house, and the tent of meeting with its cover and the leather cover over it, and the hangings for the door of the tent of meeting, and the hangings for the open space round the house and the altar, and the curtain for its doorway, with the cords and all the things used for them, whatever is necessary for these. They are to do. From the mouth of Aaron and his sons the Gershonites will have word about all the things they are to do and take up. You are to give them their orders. This is the work of the family of the Gershonites in the tent of meeting, and they will be under the direction of Itamar, the son of Aaron the priest. The sons of Merari are to be numbered by families, in the order of their fathers' houses, everyone from 30 to 50 years old who is able to do the work of the tent of meeting. And this is their part in the work of the tent of meeting, the transport of the boards and the rods of the tent, with the pillars and their bases, and the pillars of the open space outside it, with their bases and their nails and cords and all the instruments used, and everything which has to be done there. All the instruments for which they are responsible are to be numbered by name. This is the work which the sons of Merari are to do in connection with the tent of meeting, under the direction of Itamar, the son of Aaron the priest. So Moses and Aaron and the chiefs of the people took in hand the numbering of the sons of the Kohathites, by families, in the order of their fathers' houses, numbering all those from 30 to 50 years old who were able to do the work in the tent of meeting, and the number of all these was 2,750. This is the number of those of the Kohathites who did the work in the tent of meeting, as they were numbered by Moses and Aaron at the order of the Lord. And those of the sons of Gershon who were numbered by families, all those from 30 to 50 years old who were able to do the work in the tent of meeting, who were numbered by families in the order of their fathers' houses, were 2,630. This is the number of the sons of Gershon who did the work in the tent of meeting, as they were numbered by Moses and Aaron at the order of the Lord. And those of the sons of Merari who were numbered by families, in the order of their fathers' houses, all those from 30 to 50 years old who did the work in the tent of meeting, who were numbered by families, were 3,200. This is the number of the sons of Merari, numbered by Moses and Aaron at the order of the Lord. And all the Levites who were numbered by Moses and Aaron and the chiefs of the people, by families, in the order of their fathers' houses, those from 30 to 50 years old who were able to do the work of the tent of meeting and of its transport, came to 8,580. At the order of the Lord they were numbered by Moses, everyone in relation to his work and to his part in the transport, so they were numbered by Moses at the order of the Lord. Chapter 5. And the Lord said to Moses, Give orders to the children of Israel to put outside the tent circle every leper, and anyone who has any sort of flow from his body, and anyone who is unclean from the touch of the dead, male or female. They are to be put outside the tent circle, so that they may not make unclean my resting place among them. So the children of Israel did as the Lord had said to Moses, and put them outside the tent circle. And the Lord said to Moses, Say to the children of Israel, If a man or a woman does any of the sins of men, going against the word of the Lord, and is in the wrong, let them say openly what they have done, and make payment for the wrong done, with the addition of a fifth part, and give it to him to whom the wrong was done. But if the man has no relation to whom the payment may be made, then the payment for sin made to the Lord will be the priest's, in addition to the sheep offered to take away his sin. And every offering lifted up of all the holy things which the children of Israel give to the priest, will be his. And every man's holy things will be his, whatever a man gives to the priest will be his. And the Lord said to Moses, Say to the children of Israel, If any man's wife does wrong, sinning against him by taking as her lover another man, and keeps it secret so that her husband has no knowledge of it, and there is no witness against her, and she is not taken in the act, if the spirit of doubt comes into her husband's heart, and he has doubts of his wife, with good cause, or if he has doubts of her without cause, then let him take her to the priest, offering for her the 10th part of an ephah of barley meal, without oil or perfume, for it is a meal offering of a bitter spirit, a meal offering keeping wrongdoing in mind. And the priest will make her come near and put her before the Lord, and the priest will take holy water in a pot and put in it dust from the floor of the house, and he will make the woman come before the Lord with her hair loose, and will put the meal offering, the offering of a bitter spirit, in her hands, and the priest will take in his hand the bitter water causing the curse, and he will make her take an oath, and say to her, If no man has been your lover and you have not been with another in place of your husband, you are free from this bitter water causing the curse. But if you have been with another in place of your husband and have made yourself unclean with a lover, then the priest will put the oath of the curse on the woman, and say to her, May the Lord make you a curse and an oath among your people, sending on you wasting of the legs and disease of the stomach, and this water of the curse will go into your body, causing disease of your stomach and wasting of your legs. And the woman will say, so be it. And the priest will put these curses in a book, washing out the writing with the bitter water, and he will give to the woman the bitter water for drink, and the bitter water causing the curse will go into her. And the priest will take from her hand the meal offering of doubt, waving it before the Lord, and will take it to the altar, and he will take some of it in his hand, burning it on the altar as a sign, and then he will give the woman the bitter water. And it will be that if the woman has become unclean, sinning against her husband, when she has taken the bitter water it will go into her body, causing disease of the stomach and wasting of the legs, and she will be a curse among her people. But if she is clean she will be free and will have offspring. This is the law for testing a wife who goes with another in place of her husband and becomes unclean, or for a husband who, in a bitter spirit, has doubts in his heart about his wife. Let him take her to the priest, who will put in force this law. Then the man will be free from all wrong, and the woman's sin will be on her. Chapter 6. And the Lord said to Moses, say to the children of Israel, if a man or a woman takes an oath to keep himself separate and give himself to the Lord, he is to keep himself from wine and strong drink, and take no mixed wine or strong drink or any drink made from grapes, or any grapes, green or dry. All the time he is separate he may take nothing made from the grapevine, from its seeds to its skin. All the time he is under his oath let no blade come near his head, till the days while he is separate are ended he is holy and his hair may not be cut. All the time he is separate he may not come near any dead body. He may not make himself unclean for his father or his mother, his sister or his brother, if death comes to them, because he is under an oath to keep himself separate for God. All the time he is separate he is holy to the Lord. If death comes suddenly to a man at his side, so that he becomes unclean, let his hair be cut off on the day when he is made clean, on the 7th day. And on the 8th day let him take to the priest, at the door of the tent of meeting, 2 doves or 2 young pigeons, and the priest will give one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering to take away the sin which came on him on account of the dead, and he will make his head holy that same day. And he will give to the Lord his days of being separate, offering a lamb of the first year as an offering for error, but the earlier days will be a loss, because he became unclean. And this is the law for him who is separate, when the necessary days are ended. He is to come to the door of the tent of meeting, and make his offering to the Lord, 1 he-lamb of the first year, without a mark, for a burnt offering, and 1 female lamb of the first year, without a mark, for a sin offering, and 1 male sheep, without a mark, for peace offerings, and a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of the best meal mixed with oil, and thin unleavened cakes covered with oil, with their meal offering and drink offerings. And the priest will take them before the Lord, and make his sin offering and his burnt offering, giving the sheep of the peace offerings, with the basket of unleavened bread, and at the same time, the priest will make his meal offering and his drink offering. Then let his long hair, the sign of his oath, be cut off at the door of the tent of meeting, and let him put it on the fire on which the peace offerings are burning. And the priest will take the cooked leg of the sheep and 1 unleavened cake and 1 thin cake out of the basket, and put them on the hands of the separate one after his hair has been cut, waving them for a wave offering before the Lord. This is holy for the priest, together with the waved breast and the leg which is lifted up. After that, the man may take wine. This is the law for him who takes an oath to keep himself separate, and for his offering to the Lord on that account, in addition to what he may be able to get. This is the law of his oath, which he will have to keep. And the Lord said to Moses, say to Aaron and his sons, these are the words of blessing which are to be used by you in blessing the children of Israel. Say to them, may the Lord send his blessing on you and keep you. May the light of the Lord's face be shining on you in grace. May the Lord's approval be resting on you, and may he give you peace. So they will put my name on the children of Israel, and I will give them my blessing. Chapter 7. And when Moses had put up the house completely, and had put oil on it and made it holy, with all the things in it, and had made the altar and all its vessels holy with oil, then the chiefs of Israel, the heads of their fathers' houses, made offerings. These were the chiefs of the tribes, who were over those who were numbered. And they came with their offerings before the Lord, 6 covered carts and 12 oxen, a cart for every 2 of the chiefs, and for every one an ox. And the Lord said to Moses, Take the things from them, to be used for the work of the tent of meeting, and give them to the Levites, to every man what is needed for his work. So Moses took the carts and the oxen and gave them to the Levites. 2 carts and 4 oxen he gave to the sons of Gershon for their work, and 4 carts and 8 oxen he gave to the sons of Merari for their work, under the direction of Itamar, the son of Aaron the priest. But to the sons of Kohath he gave nothing, because they had the care of the holy place, taking it about on their backs. And the chiefs gave an offering for the altar on the day when the holy oil was put on it. They made their offering before the altar. And the Lord said to Moses, Let every chief on his day give his offering to make the altar holy. And he who made his offering on the first day was Nahshon, the son of Amminadab, of the tribe of Judah, and his offering was 1 silver plate, 130 shekels in weight, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, by the scale of the holy place, the 2 of them full of the best meal mixed with oil for a meal offering, 1 gold spoon of 10 shekels, full of spice for burning, 1 young ox, 1 male sheep, 1 he lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering, 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, and for the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 male sheep, 5 he goats, 5 he lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. On the second day Nethanel, the son of Zuar, chief of Issachar, made his offering. He gave 1 silver plate, 130 shekels in weight, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, by the scale of the holy place, the 2 of them full of the best meal mixed with oil for a meal offering, 1 gold spoon of 10 shekels, full of spice, 1 young ox, 1 male sheep, 1 he lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering, 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, and for the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 male sheep, 5 he goats, 5 he lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nethanel, the son of Zuar. On the third day Eliab, the son of Helon, chief of the children of Zebulun, his offering was 1 silver plate, 130 shekels in weight, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, by the scale of the holy place, the 2 of them full of the best meal mixed with oil for a meal offering, 1 gold spoon of 10 shekels, full of spice, 1 young ox, 1 male sheep, 1 he lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering, 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, and for the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 male sheep, 5 he goats, 5 he lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Eliab, the son of Helon. On the fourth day Elizur, the son of Shedeur, chief of the children of Reuben, his offering was 1 silver plate, 130 shekels in weight, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, by the scale of the holy place, the 2 of them full of the best meal mixed with oil for a meal offering, 1 gold spoon of 10 shekels, full of spice, 1 young ox, 1 male sheep, 1 he lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering, 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, and for the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 male sheep, 5 he goats, 5 he lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Elizur, the son of Shedeur. On the 5th day Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai, chief of the children of Simeon, his offering was 1 silver plate, 130 shekels in weight, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, by the scale of the holy place, the 2 of them full of the best meal mixed with oil for a meal offering, 1 gold spoon of 10 shekels, full of spice, 1 young ox, 1 male sheep, 1 he lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering, 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, and for the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 male sheep, 5 he goats, 5 he lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai. On the 6th day Eliasaph, the son of Ruel, chief of the children of Gad, his offering was 1 silver plate, 130 shekels in weight, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, by the scale of the holy place, the 2 of them full of the best meal mixed with oil for a meal offering, 1 gold spoon of 10 shekels, full of spice, 1 young ox, 1 male sheep, 1 he lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering, 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, and for the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 male sheep, 5 he goats, 5 he lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Eliasaph, the son of Ruel on the 7th day. Elishama, the son of Ammihud, chief of the children of Ephraim. His offering was 1 silver plate, 130 shekels in weight, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, by the scale of the holy place, the 2 of them full of the best meal mixed with oil for a meal offering, 1 gold spoon of 10 shekels, full of spice, 1 young ox, 1 male sheep, 1 he lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering, 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, and for the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 male sheep, 5 he goats, 5 he lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Elishama, the son of Ammihud, on the 8th day. Gamaliel, the son of Pedahzur, chief of the children of Manasseh. His offering was 1 silver plate, 130 shekels in weight, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, by the scale of the holy place, the 2 of them full of the best meal mixed with oil for a meal offering, 1 gold spoon of 10 shekels, full of spice, 1 young ox, 1 male sheep, 1 he lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering, 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, and for the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 male sheep, 5 he goats, 5 he lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Gamaliel, the son of Pedahzur, on the 9th day. Abidan, the son of Gideoni, chief of the children of Benjamin. His offering was 1 silver plate, 130 shekels in weight, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, by the scale of the holy place, the 2 of them full of the best meal mixed with oil for a meal offering, 1 gold spoon of 10 shekels, full of spice, 1 young ox, 1 male sheep, 1 he lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, and for the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 male sheep, 5 he goats, 5 he lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Abidan, the son of Gideoni, on the 10th day. Ahiezer, the son of Mishaddai, chief of the children of Dan. His offering was 1 silver plate, 130 shekels in weight, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, by the scale of the holy place, the 2 of them full of the best meal mixed with oil for a meal offering, 1 gold spoon of 10 shekels, full of spice, 1 young ox, 1 male sheep, 1 he lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering, 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, and for the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 male sheep, 5 he goats, 5 he lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Ahiezer, the son of Mishaddai, on the 11th day. Pagiel, the son of Ochran, chief of the children of Asher. His offering was 1 silver plate, 130 shekels in weight, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, by the scale of the holy place, the 2 of them full of the best meal mixed with oil for a meal offering, 1 gold spoon of 10 shekels, full of spice, 1 young ox, 1 male sheep, 1 he lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering, 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, and for the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 male sheep, 5 he goats, 5 he lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Pagiel, the son of Ochran, on the 12th day. Ahira, the son of Enan, chief of the children of Naphtali. His offering was 1 silver plate, 130 shekels in weight, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, by the scale of the holy place, the 2 of them full of the best meal mixed with oil for a meal offering, 1 gold spoon of 10 shekels, full of spice, 1 young ox, 1 male sheep, 1 he lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering, 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, and for the peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 male sheep, 5 he goats, 5 he lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Ahira, the son of Enan. These were the offerings given for the altar by the chiefs of Israel, when the holy oil was put on it, 12 silver plates, 12 silver basins, 12 gold spoons. The weight of every silver plate was 130 shekels, and of every basin 70. The weight of all the silver of the vessels was 2,400 shekels. by the scale of the holy place. The weight of the 12 gold spoons of spice for burning was 10 shekels for every one, by the scale of the holy place. All the gold of the spoons was 120 shekels. All the oxen, for the burnt offering, were 12, the male sheep 12, the he-lambs of the first year 12, with their meal offering, and the males of the goats for sin offering 12, and all the oxen for the peace offerings, 24 oxen, the male sheep 60, and the he-goats 60, the he-lambs of the first year 60. This was given for the altar after the holy oil was put on it. And when Moses went into the tent of meeting to have talk with him, then the voice came to his ears from over the cover which was on the ark of witness, from between the two winged ones. And he had talk with him. Chapter 8. And the Lord said to Moses, Say to Aaron, when you put the lights in their places, the 7 lights will give light in front of the support. And Aaron did so. He put the lights in their places so that they gave light in front of the support, as the Lord gave orders to Moses. The support for the lights was of hammered gold work, from its base to its flowers it was of hammered work. From the design which the Lord had given to Moses, he made the support for the lights. And the Lord said to Moses, Take the Levites out from among the children of Israel and make them clean. And this is how you are to make them clean. Let the holy water which takes away sin be put on them, and let the hair all over their bodies be cut off with a sharp blade, and let their clothing be washed and their bodies made clean. Then let them take a young ox and its meal offering, crushed grain mixed with oil, and take another ox for a sin offering, and make the Levites come forward in front of the tent of meeting, and let all the children of Israel come together, and you are to take the Levites before the Lord, and the children of Israel are to put their hands on them, and Aaron is to give the Levites to the Lord as a wave offering from the children of Israel, so that they may do the Lord's work. And the Levites are to put their hands on the heads of the oxen, and one of the oxen is to be offered for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering to the Lord to take away the sin of the Levites. Then the Levites are to be put before Aaron and his sons, to be offered as a wave offering to the Lord. So you are to make the Levites separate from the children of Israel, and the Levites will be mine. After that, the Levites will go in to do whatever has to be done in the tent of meeting. You are to make them clean and give them as a wave offering. For they have been given to me from among the children of Israel, in place of every mother's first son, the first to come to birth in Israel. I have taken them for myself. For every mother's first son among the children of Israel is mine, the first male birth of man or beast. On the day when I sent death on all the first sons in the land of Egypt, I made them mine. And in place of the first sons among the children of Israel, I have taken the Levites. And I have given them to Aaron and to his sons, from among the children of Israel, to undertake for them all the work of the tent of meeting, and to take away sin from the children of Israel so that no evil may come on them when they come near the holy place. All these things Moses and Aaron and the children of Israel did to the Levites, as the Lord gave orders to Moses about the Levites, so the children of Israel did. And the Levites were made clean from sin, and their clothing was washed. And Aaron gave them for a wave offering before their Lord, and Aaron took away their sin and made them clean. And then the Levites went in to do their work in the tent of meeting before Aaron and his sons. All the orders which the Lord had given Moses about the Levites were put into effect. And the Lord said to Moses, This is the rule for the Levites, those of 25 years old and over are to go in and do the work of the tent of meeting, but after they are 50 years old, they are to give up their work and do no more, but be with their brothers in the tent of meeting, taking care of it but doing no work. This is what you are to do in connection with the Levites and their work. Chapter 9. And the Lord said to Moses, in the wasteland of Sinai, in the first month of the second year after they had come out of the land of Egypt, let the children of Israel keep the Passover at its regular time. In the 14th day of this month, at evening, you are to keep it at the regular time. and in the way ordered in the law. And Moses gave orders to the children of Israel to keep the Passover. So they kept the Passover in the first month, on the 14th day of the month, at evening, in the wasteland of Sinai, as the Lord gave orders to Moses. So the children of Israel did. And there were certain men who were unclean because of a dead body, so that they were not able to keep the Passover on that day. And they came before Moses and before Aaron on that day. And these men said to him, "We have been made unclean by the dead body of a man. Why may we not make the offering of the Lord at the regular time among the children of Israel?" And Moses said to them, "Do nothing till the Lord gives me directions about you." And the Lord said to Moses, "Say to the children of Israel, if any one of you or of your families is unclean because of a dead body, or is on a journey far away, still he is to keep the Passover to the Lord, in the second month, on the 14th day, in the evening. They are to keep it, taking it with unleavened bread and bitter tasting plants. Nothing of it is to be kept till the morning, and no bone of it is to be broken. They are to keep it by the rules of the Passover. But the man who, not being unclean or on a journey, does not keep the Passover, will be cut off from his people, because he did not make the offering of the Lord at the regular time. His sin will be on him." And if a man from another country is among you and has a desire to keep the Passover to the Lord, let him do as is ordered in the law of the Passover. There is to be the same rule for the man from another nation and for him who had his birth in the land. And on the day when the house was put up, the cloud came down on it, on the tent of witness, and in the evening there was a light like fire over the house till the morning. And so it was at all times. It was covered by the cloud, and by a light as of fire by night. And whenever the cloud was taken up from over the house, then the children of Israel went journeying on, and in the place where the cloud came to rest, there the children of Israel put up their tents. At the order of the Lord the children of Israel went forward, and at the order of the Lord they put up their tents. As long as the cloud was resting on the house, they did not go away from that place. When the cloud was resting on the house for a long time, the children of Israel, waiting for the order of the Lord, did not go on. Sometimes the cloud was resting on the house for 2 or 3 days. Then, by the order of the Lord, they kept their tents in that place, and when the Lord gave the order they went on. And sometimes the cloud was there only from evening to morning, and when the cloud was taken up in the morning they went on their journey again, or if it was resting there by day and by night, whenever the cloud was taken up they went forward. Or if the cloud came to rest on the house for 2 days or a month or a year without moving, the children of Israel went on waiting there and did not go on. But whenever it was taken up they went forward on their journey. At the word of the Lord they put up their tents, and at the word of the Lord they went forward on their journey. They kept the orders of the Lord as he gave them by Moses. Chapter 10. And the Lord said to Moses, "Make 2 silver horns of hammered work, to be used for getting the people together and to give the sign for the moving of the tents. When they are sounded, all the people are to come together to you at the door of the tent of meeting. If only one of them is sounded, then the chiefs, the heads of the thousands of Israel, are to come to you. When a loud note is sounded, the tents placed on the east side are to go forward. At the sound of a second loud note, the tents on the south side are to go forward. The loud note will be the sign to go forward. But when all the people are to come together, the horn is to be sounded but not loudly. The horns are to be sounded by the sons of Aaron, the priests. This is to be a law for you forever, from generation to generation. And if you go to war in your land against any who do you wrong, then let the loud note of the horn be sounded, and the Lord your God will keep you in mind and give you salvation from those who are against you. And on days of joy and on your regular feasts and on the first day of every month, let the horns be sounded over your burnt offerings and your peace offerings, and they will put the Lord in mind of you. I am the Lord your God." Now in the second year, on the 20th day of the second month, the cloud was taken up from over the tent of witness. And the children of Israel went on their journey out of the wasteland of Sinai, and the cloud came to rest in the wasteland of Paran. They went forward for the first time on their journey as the Lord had given orders by the hand of Moses. First the flag of the children of Judah went forward with their armies, and at the head of his army was Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. And at the head of the army of the children of Issachar was Nethanel, the son of Zuar. And at the head of the army of the children of Zebulun was Eliab, the son of Helon. Then the house was taken down, and the sons of Gershon and the sons of Merari, who were responsible for moving the house, went forward. Then the flag of the children of Reuben went forward with their armies, and at the head of his army was Elizur, the son of Shedeur. And at the head of the army of the children of Simeon was Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai. At the head of the army of the children of Gad was Eliasaph, the son of Ruel. Then the Kohathites went forward with the holy place, the others put up the house ready for their coming. Then the flag of the children of Ephraim went forward with their armies, and at the head of his army was Elishama, the son of Ammihud. At the head of the army of the children of Manasseh was Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur. At the head of the army of the children of Benjamin was Abidan, the son of Gideoni. And the flag of the children of Dan, whose tents were moved last of all, went forward with their armies, and at the head of his army was Ahiezer, the son of Mishaddai. At the head of the army of the children of Asher was Pagiel, the son of Ochran. And at the head of the army of the children of Naphtali was Ahira, the son of Enan. This was the order in which the children of Israel were journeying by armies, so they went forward. Then Moses said to Hobab, the son of his father-in-law Reuel the Midianite, "We are journeying to that place of which the Lord has said, I will give it to you, so come with us, and it will be for your profit, for the Lord has good things in store for Israel." But he said, "I will not go with you, I will go back to the land of my birth and to my relations." And he said, "Do not go from us, for you will be eyes for us, guiding us to the right places in the wasteland to put up our tents. And if you come with us, we will give you a part in whatever good the Lord does for us." So they went forward 3 days' journey from the mountain of the Lord, and the ark of the Lord's agreement went 3 days' journey before them, looking for a resting place for them, and by day the cloud of the Lord went over them, when they went forward from the place where they had put up their tents. And when the ark went forward, Moses said, "Come up, O Lord, and let the armies of those who are against you be broken, and let your haters go in flight before you." And when it came to rest, he said, "Take rest, O Lord, and give a blessing to the families of Israel." Chapter 11. Now the people were saying evil against the Lord, and the Lord, hearing it, was angry and sent fire on them, burning the outer parts of the tent circle. And the people made an outcry to Moses, and Moses made prayer to the Lord, and the fire was stopped. So that place was named Taberah, because of the fire of the Lord which had been burning among them. And the mixed band of people who went with them were overcome by desire, and the children of Israel, weeping again, said, "Who will give us flesh for our food? Sweet is the memory of the fish we had in Egypt for nothing, and the fruit and green plants of every sort, sharp and pleasing to the taste. But now our soul is wasted away. There is nothing at all. We have nothing but this manna before our eyes." Now the manna was like a seed of grain, like small clear drops. The people went about taking it up from the earth, crushing it between stones or hammering it to powder, and boiling it in pots. And they made cakes of it. Its taste was like the taste of cakes cooked with oil. When the dew came down on the tents at night, the manna came down with it. And at the sound of the people weeping, every man at his tent door, the wrath of the Lord was great, and Moses was very angry. And Moses said to the Lord, "Why have you done me this evil? And why have I not grace in your eyes, that you have put on me the care of all this people? Am I the father of all this people? Have I given them birth, that you say to me, 'Take them in your arms, like a child at the breast, to the land which you gave by an oath to their fathers?' Where am I to get flesh to give to all this people? For they are weeping to me and saying, 'Give us flesh for our food.' I am not able by myself to take the weight of all this people, for it is more than my strength. If this is to be my fate, put me to death now in answer to my prayer, if I have grace in your eyes, and let me not see my shame." And the Lord said to Moses, "Send for 70 of the responsible men of Israel, who are in your opinion men of weight and authority over the people. Make them come to the tent of meeting and be there with you. And I will come down and have talk with you there, and I will take some of the Spirit which is on you and put it on them. And they will take part of the weight of the people off you, so that you do not have to take it by yourself. And say to the people, Make yourselves clean before tomorrow, and you will have flesh for your food. For in the ears of the Lord you have been weeping and saying, Who will give us flesh for food? For we were well off in Egypt, and so the Lord will give you flesh, and it will be your food, not for 1 day only, or even for 5 or 10 or 20 days, but every day for a month, till you are tired of it, turning from it in disgust, because you have gone against the Lord who is with you, and have been weeping before him saying, Why did we come out of Egypt? Then Moses said, The people, among whom I am, are 600,000 men on foot. And you have said, I will give them flesh to be their food for a month. Are flocks and herds to be put to death for them, or are all the fish in the sea to be got together so that they may be full? And the Lord said to Moses, Has the Lord's hand become short? Now you will see if my word comes true for you or not. And Moses went out and gave the people the words of the Lord, and he took 70 of the responsible men of the people, placing them round the tent. Then the Lord came down in a cloud and had talk with him, and put on the 70 men some of the Spirit which was on him. Now when the Spirit came to rest on them, they were like prophets, but only at that time. But 2 men were still in the tent circle, one of them named Eldad and the other Medad, and the Spirit came to rest on them. They were among those who had been sent for, but they had not gone out to the tent, and the prophet's power came on them in the tent circle. And a young man went running to Moses and said, Eldad and Medad are acting as prophets in the tent circle. Then Joshua, the son of Nun, who had been Moses' servant from the time when he was a child, said, My lord Moses, let them be stopped. And Moses said to him, Are you moved by envy on my account? If only all the Lord's people were prophets, and the Lord might put his Spirit on them. Then Moses, with the responsible men of Israel, went back to the tent circle. Then the Lord sent a wind, driving little birds from the sea, so that they came down on the tents, and all round the tent circle, about a day's journey on this side and on that, in masses about 2 cubits high over the face of the earth. And all that day and all night and the day after, the people were taking up the birds. The smallest amount which anyone got was 10 homers, and they put them out all round the tents. But while the meat was still between their teeth, before it was tasted, the wrath of the Lord was moved against the people, and he sent a great outburst of disease on them. So that place was named Kibroth Hattaavah, because there they put in the earth the bodies of the people who had given way to their desires. From Kibroth Hattaavah the people went on to Hazeroth, and there they put up their tents. Chapter 12. Now Miriam and Aaron said evil against Moses, because of the Cushite woman to whom he was married, for he had taken a Cushite woman as his wife. And they said, Have the words of the Lord been given to Moses only? Have they not come to us? And the Lord took note of it. Now the man Moses was more gentle than any other man on earth. And suddenly the Lord said to Moses and Aaron and Miriam, Come out, you 3, to the tent of meeting. And the 3 of them went out. And the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud, taking his place at the door of the tent, and made Aaron and Miriam come before him. And he said, Now give ear to my words. If there is a prophet among you, I will give him knowledge of myself in a vision, and will let my words come to him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so. He is true to me in all my house. With him I will have talk mouth to mouth, openly and not in dark sayings, and with his eyes he will see the form of the Lord. Why then had you no fear of saying evil against my servant Moses? And burning with wrath against them, the Lord went away. And the cloud was moved from over the tent, and straightway Miriam became a leper, as white as snow. And Aaron, looking at Miriam, saw that she was a leper. Then Aaron said to Moses, O my Lord, let not our sin be on our heads, for we have done foolishly and are sinners. Let her not be as one dead, whose flesh is half wasted when he comes out from the body of his mother. And Moses, crying to the Lord, said, Let my prayer come before you, O God, and make her well. And the Lord said to Moses, If her father had put a mark of shame on her, would she not be shamed for 7 days? Let her be shut up outside the tent circle for 7 days, and after that she may come in again. So Miriam was shut up outside the tent circle for 7 days, and the people did not go forward on their journey till Miriam had come in again. After that, the people went on from Hazeroth and put up their tents in the wasteland of Paran. Chapter 13. And the Lord said to Moses, Send men to get knowledge about the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the children of Israel. From every tribe of their fathers you are to send a man, every one a chief among them. And Moses sent them from the wasteland of Paran as the Lord gave orders, all of them men who were heads of the children of Israel. And these were their names: of the tribe of Reuben, Shammua, the son of Zachar; of the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat, the son of Hori; of the tribe of Judah, Caleb, the son of Jephunneh; of the tribe of Issachar, Igal, the son of Joseph; of the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea, the son of Nun; of the tribe of Benjamin, Palti, the son of Raphu; of the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiel, the son of Sodi; of the tribe of Joseph, that is of the family of Manasseh, Gadi, the son of Suzi; of the tribe of Dan, Amiel, the son of Gemali; of the tribe of Asher, Sether, the son of Michael; of the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi, the son of Vophsi; of the tribe of Gad, Jevel, the son of Machi. These are the names of the men whom Moses sent to get knowledge about the land. And Moses gave to Hoshea, the son of Nun, the name of Joshua. So Moses sent them to have a look at the land of Canaan, and said to them, Go up into the south and into the hill country, and see what the land is like, and if the people living in it are strong or feeble, small or great in number, and what sort of land they are living in, if it is good or bad, and what their living places are, tent circles or walled towns, and if the land is fertile or poor, and if there is wood in it or not. And be of good heart, and come back with some of the produce of the land. Now it was the time when the first grapes were ready. So they went up and got a view of the land, from the wasteland of Zin to Rehob, on the way to Hamath. They went up into the south and came to Hebron, and Ahiman and Sheshai and Talmai, the children of Anak, were living there. Now the building of Hebron took place 7 years before that of Zoan in Egypt, and they came to the valley of Eshcol, and cutting down a vine branch with its grapes, 2 of them took it on a rod between them, and they took some pomegranates and figs. That place was named the valley of Eshcol because of the grapes which the children of Israel took from there. At the end of 40 days they came back from viewing the land. And they came back to Moses and Aaron and all the children of Israel, to Kadesh in the wasteland of Paran, and gave an account to them and to all the people and let them see the produce of the land. And they said, We came to the land where you sent us, and truly it is flowing with milk and honey, and here is some of the produce of it. But the people living in the land are strong, and the towns are walled and very great. Further, we saw the children of Anak there, and the Amalekites are in the south, and the Hittites and the Jebusites and the Amorites are living in the hill country, and the Canaanites by the sea and by the side of Jordan. Then Caleb made signs to the people to keep quiet, and said to Moses, Let us go up straight away and take this land, for we are well able to overcome it. But the men who had gone up with him said, We are not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. And they gave the children of Israel a bad account of the land they had been to see, saying, This land through which we went is a land causing destruction to those living in it. And all the people we saw there are men of more than common size. There we saw those great men, the sons of Anak, offspring of the Nephilim, and we seem to ourselves no more than insects, and so we seem to them. Chapter 14. Then all the people gave loud cries of grief, and all that night they gave themselves up to weeping. And all the children of Israel, crying out against Moses and Aaron, said, If only we had come to our death in the land of Egypt, or even in this waste land. Why is the Lord taking us into this land to come to our death by the sword? Our wives and our little ones will get into strange hands. Would it not be better for us to go back to Egypt? And they said to one another, Let us make a captain over us, and go back to Egypt. Then Moses and Aaron went down on their faces before the meeting of the people. And Joshua, the son of Nun, and Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, 2 of those who had been to see the land, giving signs of grief, said to all the children of Israel, This land which we went through to see is a very good land. And if the Lord has delight in us, He will take us into this land and give it to us, a land flowing with milk and honey. Only, do not go against the Lord or go in fear of the people of the land, for they will be our food. Their strength has been taken from them and the Lord is with us. Have no fear of them. But all the people said they were to be stoned. Then the glory of the Lord was seen in the tent of meeting, before the eyes of all the children of Israel. And the Lord said to Moses, How long will this people have no respect for me? How long will they be without faith, in the face of all the signs I have done among them? I will send disease on them for their destruction, and take away their heritage. And I will make of you a nation greater and stronger than they. And Moses said to the Lord, Then it will come to the ears of the Egyptians, for by your power you took this people out from among them, and they will give the news to the people of this land. They have had word that you, Lord, are present with this people, letting yourself be seen face to face, and that your cloud is resting over them, and that you go before them in a pillar of cloud by day and in a pillar of fire by night. Now if you put to death all this people as one man, then the nations who have had word of your glory will say, Because the Lord was not able to take this people into the land which He made an oath to give them, He sent destruction on them in the waste land. So now, may my prayer come before you, and let the power of the Lord be great. As you said, the Lord is slow to wrath and great in mercy, overlooking wrongdoing and evil, and will not let wrongdoers go free, sending punishment on children for the sins of their fathers, to the 3rd and 4th generation. May the sin of this people have forgiveness, in the measure of your great mercy, as you have had mercy on them from Egypt up till now. And the Lord said, I have had mercy, as you say, but truly, as I am living, and as all the earth will be full of the glory of the Lord, because all these men, having seen my glory and the signs which I have done in Egypt and in the waste land, still have put me to the test 10 times, and have not given ear to my voice. They will not see the land about which I made an oath to their fathers, not one of these by whom I have not been honored will see it, but my servant Caleb, because he had a different spirit in him, and has been true to me with all his heart. Him I will take into that land into which he went, and his seed will have it for their heritage. Now the Amalekites and the Canaanites are in the valley. Tomorrow, turning round, go into the waste land by the way to the Red Sea. Then the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, How long am I to put up with this evil people and their outcries against me? The words which they say against me have come to my ears. Say to them, By my life, says the Lord, as certainly as your words have come to my ears, so certainly will I do this to you. Your dead bodies will be stretched out in this waste land, and of all your number, all those of 20 years old and over who have been crying out against me, not one will come into the land which I gave my word you would have for your resting place, but only Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua, the son of Nun, and your little ones, whom you said would come into strange hands, I will take in, and they will see the land which you would not have. But as for you, your dead bodies will be stretched in this waste land, and your children will be wanderers in the waste land for 40 years, undergoing punishment for your false ways, till your bodies become dust in the waste land. And as you went through the land viewing it for 40 days, so for 40 years, a year for every day, you will undergo punishment for your wrongdoing, and you will see that I am against you. I the Lord have said it, and this I will certainly do to all this evil people who have come together against me. In this wasteland destruction will come on them, and death will be their fate. And the men whom Moses sent to see the land, and who, by the bad account they gave of the land, were the cause of the outcry the people made against Moses, those same men who said evil of the land, came to their death by disease before the Lord. But Joshua, the son of Nun, and Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, of those who went to see the land, were not touched by disease. And when Moses put these words before the children of Israel, the people were full of grief, and early in the morning they got up and went to the top of the mountain, saying, We are here and we will go up to the place which the Lord said he would give us, for we have done wrong. And Moses said, Why are you now acting against the Lord's order, seeing that no good will come of it? Go not up, for the Lord is not with you, and you will be overcome by those who are fighting against you. For the Amalekites and the Canaanites are there before you, and you will be put to death by their swords, because you have gone back from the way of the Lord. The Lord will not be with you. But they gave no attention to his words and went to the top of the mountain, though Moses and the ark of the Lord's agreement did not go out of the tent circle. Then the Amalekites came down, and the Canaanites who were living in the hill country, and overcame them completely, driving them back as far as Hormah. Chapter 15. And the Lord said to Moses, Say to the children of Israel, When you have come into the land which I am giving to you for your resting place, and are going to make an offering by fire to the Lord, a burnt offering or an offering in connection with an oath, or an offering freely given, or at your regular feasts, an offering for a sweet smell to the Lord, from the herd or the flock, then let him who is making his offering give to the Lord a meal offering of 1/10 part of a measure of the best meal mixed with 1/4 part of a hin of oil. And for the drink offering, you are to give with the burnt offering or other offering, the 1/4 part of a hin of wine for every lamb. Or for a male sheep, give as a meal offering 2/10 parts of a measure of the best meal mixed with 1/3 part of a hin of oil. And for the drink offering give 1/3 part of a hin of wine, for a sweet smell to the Lord. And when you make ready a young ox for a burnt or other offering, or for the effecting of an oath, or for peace offerings to the Lord, then with the ox give a meal offering of 3/10 parts of a measure of the best meal mixed with half a hin of oil. And for the drink offering, give half a hin of wine, for an offering made by fire for a sweet smell to the Lord. This is to be done for every young ox and for every male sheep or lamb or young goat. Whatever number you make ready, so you are to do for every one. All those who are Israelites by birth are to do these things in this way, when giving an offering made by fire of a sweet smell to the Lord. And if a man from another country or any other person living among you, through all your generations, has the desire to give an offering made by fire of a sweet smell to the Lord, let him do as you do. There is to be one law for you and for the man of another country living with you, one law forever from generation to generation. As you are, so is he to be before the Lord. The law and the rule are to be the same for you and for those from other lands living with you. And the Lord said to Moses, Say to the children of Israel, When you come into the land where I am guiding you, then, when you take for your food the produce of the land, you are to give an offering lifted up before the Lord. Of the first of your rough meal you are to give a cake for a lifted offering, lifting it up before the Lord as the offering of the grain flour is lifted up. From generation to generation you are to give to the Lord a lifted offering from the first of your rough meal. And if in error you go against any of these laws which the Lord has given to Moses, all the laws which the Lord has given you by the hand of Moses, from the day when the Lord gave them, and ever after from generation to generation, then, if the wrong is done in error, without the knowledge of the meeting of the people, let all the meeting give a young ox as a burnt offering, a sweet smell to the Lord, with its meal offering and its drink offering, as is ordered in the law, together with a goat for a sin offering. So the priest will make the people free from sin, and they will have forgiveness, for it was an error. And they had given their offering made by fire to the Lord, and their sin offering before the Lord, on account of their error. And all the meeting of the children of Israel, as well as those from other lands living among them, will have forgiveness, for it was an error on the part of the people. And if one person does wrong, without being conscious of it, then let him give a she-goat of the first year for a sin offering, and the priest will take away the sin of the person who has done wrong, if the wrong was done unconsciously, and he will have forgiveness. The law in connection with wrong done unconsciously is to be the same for him who is an Israelite by birth and for the man from another country who is living among them. But the person who does wrong in the pride of his heart, if he is one of you or of another nation by birth, is acting without respect for the Lord, and will be cut off from his people, because he had no respect for the word of the Lord, and did not keep his law. That man will be cut off without mercy, and his sin will be on him. Now while the children of Israel were in the wasteland, they saw a man who was getting sticks on the Sabbath day. And those who saw him getting sticks took him before Moses and Aaron and all the people. And they had him shut up, because they had no directions about what was to be done with him. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Certainly the man is to be put to death. Let him be stoned by all the people outside the tent circle." So all the people took him outside the tent circle, and he was stoned to death there, as the Lord gave orders to Moses. And the Lord said to Moses, "Say to the children of Israel that through all their generations they are to put on the edges of their robes an ornament of twisted threads, and in every ornament a blue cord, so that, looking on these ornaments, you may keep in mind the orders of the Lord and do them, and not be guided by the desires of your hearts and eyes, through which you have been untrue to me, and that you may keep in mind all my orders and do them, and be holy to your God. I am the Lord your God, who took you out of the land of Egypt, so that I might be your God. I am the Lord your God." Chapter 16. Now Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, with Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Palu, the son of Reuben, made themselves ready, and came before Moses, with certain of the children of Israel, 250 chiefs of the people, men of good name who had a place in the meeting of the people. They came together against Moses and against Aaron, and said to them, "You take much on yourselves, seeing that all the people are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Why then have you put yourselves in authority over the people of the Lord?" And Moses, hearing this, went down on his face, and he said to Korah and his band, "In the morning the Lord will make clear who are his, and who is holy, and who may come near him. The man of his selection will be caused to come near him. So do this. Let Korah and all his band take vessels for burning perfumes, and put spices on the fire in them before the Lord tomorrow. Then the man marked out by the Lord will be holy. You take much on yourselves, you sons of Levi." And Moses said to Korah, "Give ear now, you sons of Levi, does it seem only a small thing to you that the God of Israel has made you separate from the rest of Israel, letting you come near himself to do the work of the house of the Lord, and to take your place before the people to do what has to be done for them, letting you, and all your brothers the sons of Levi, come near to him? And would you now be priests? So you and all your band have come together against the Lord, and Aaron, who is he, that you are crying out against him?" Then Moses sent for Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and they said, "We will not come up. Is it not enough that you have taken us from a land flowing with milk and honey, to put us to death in the wasteland, but now you are desiring to make yourself a chief over us? And more than this, you have not taken us into a land flowing with milk and honey, or given us a heritage of fields and vine gardens. Will you put out the eyes of these men? We will not come up." Then Moses was very angry, and said to the Lord, "Give no attention to their offering, not one of their asses have I taken, or done wrong to any of them." And Moses said to Korah, "You and all your band are to come before the Lord tomorrow, you and they and Aaron, and let every man take a vessel for burning perfumes, and put sweet spices in them. Let every man take his vessel before the Lord, 250 vessels, you and Aaron and everyone with his vessel. So every man took his vessel, and they put fire in them, with spices, and came to the door of the tent of meeting with Moses and Aaron. And Korah made all the people came together against them to the door of the tent of meeting, and the glory of the Lord was seen by all the people. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, Come out from among this people, so that I may send sudden destruction on them. Then falling down on their faces they said, O God, the God of the spirits of all flesh, because of one man's sin will your wrath be moved against all the people? And the Lord said to Moses, Say to the people, Come away from the tent of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. So Moses got up and went to Dathan and Abiram, and the responsible men of Israel went with him. And he said to the people, Come away now from the tents of these evil men, without touching anything of theirs, or you may be taken in the punishment of their sins. So on every side they went away from the tent of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And Dathan and Abiram came out to the door of their tents, with their wives and their sons and their little ones. And Moses said, Now you will see that the Lord has sent me to do all these works, and I have not done them of myself. If these men have the common death of men, or if the natural fate of all men overtakes them, then the Lord has not sent me. But if the Lord does something new, opening the earth to take them in, with everything which is theirs, and they go down living into the underworld, then it will be clear to you that the Lord has not been honored by these men. And while these words were on his lips, the earth under them was parted in two, and the earth, opening her mouth, took them in, with their families, and all the men who were joined to Korah, and their goods. So they and all theirs went down living into the underworld, and the earth was shut over them, and they were cut off from among the meeting of the people. And all Israel round about them went in flight at their cry, for fear, said they, that we go down into the heart of the earth. Then fire came out from the Lord, burning up the 250 men who were offering the perfume. And the Lord said to Moses, Say to Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, that he is to take out of the flames the vessels with the perfumes in them, turning the fire out of them, for they are holy, and let the vessels of those men, who with their lives have made payment for their sin, be hammered out into plates as a cover for the altar, for they have been offered before the Lord and are holy, so that they may be a sign to the children of Israel. So Eleazar the priest took the brass vessels which had been offered by those who were burned up, and they were hammered out to make a cover for the altar, to be a sign, kept in memory forever by the children of Israel, that no man who is not of the seed of Aaron has the right of burning spices before the Lord, so that he may not be like Korah and his band, as the Lord said to him by the mouth of Moses. But on the day after, all the children of Israel made an outcry against Moses and against Aaron, saying, You have put to death the Lord's people. Now when the people had come together against Moses and Aaron, looking in the direction of the tent of meeting, they saw the cloud covering it, and the glory of the Lord came before their eyes. Then Moses and Aaron came to the front of the tent of meeting. And the Lord said to Moses, Come out from among this people, so that I may send sudden destruction on them. And they went down on their faces. And Moses said to Aaron, Take your vessel and put in it fire from the altar, and sweet spices, and take it quickly into the meeting of the people, and make them free from sin, for wrath has gone out from the Lord, and the disease is starting. And at the words of Moses, Aaron took his vessel, and went running among the people, and even then the disease had made a start among them, and he put spices in his vessel to take away the sin of the people. And he took his place between the dead and the living, and the disease was stopped. Now 14,700 deaths were caused by that disease, in addition to those who came to their end because of what Korah had done. Then Aaron went back to Moses to the door of the tent of meeting, and the disease came to a stop. Chapter 17. And the Lord said to Moses, Say to the children of Israel that they are to give you rods, one for every family, for every chief, the head of his father's house, making 12 rods. Let every man's name be placed on his rod. And let Aaron's name be placed on the rod of Levi. For there is to be one rod for the head of every family. And let them be stored up in the tent of meeting, in front of the ark of witness where I come to you. And the rod of that man who is marked out by me for myself will have buds on it, so I will put a stop to the outcries which the children of Israel make to me against you. So Moses gave these orders to the children of Israel, and all their chiefs gave him rods, one for the head of every family, making 12 rods, and Aaron's rod was among them. And Moses put the rods before the Lord in the tent of witness. Now on the day after, Moses went into the tent of witness, and he saw that Aaron's rod, the rod of the house of Levi, had put out buds, and was covered with buds and flowers and fruit. Then Moses took out all the rods from before the Lord, and gave them back to the children of Israel, and they saw them, and every man took his rod. And the Lord said to Moses, Put Aaron's rod back in front of the ark of witness, to be kept for a sign against this false-hearted people, so that you may put a stop to their outcries against me, and death may not overtake them. This Moses did, as the Lord gave orders. So he did. And the children of Israel said to Moses, Truly, destruction has come on us, an evil fate has overtaken us all. Death will overtake everyone who comes near the house of the Lord. Are we all to come to destruction? Chapter 18. And the Lord said to Aaron, You and your sons and your father's family are to be responsible for all wrongdoing in relation to the holy place, and you and your sons are to be responsible for the errors which come about in your work as priests. Let your brothers, the family of Levi, come near with you, so that they may be joined with you and be your servants. But you and your sons with you are to go in before the ark of witness. They are to do your orders and be responsible for the work of the tent, but they may not come near the vessels of the holy place or the altar, so that death may not overtake them or you. They are to be joined with you in the care of the tent of meeting, doing whatever is needed for the tent, and no one of any other family may come near you. You are to be responsible for the holy place and the altar, so that wrath may never again come on the children of Israel. Now, see, I have taken your brothers the Levites from among the children of Israel. They are given to you and to the Lord, to do the work of the tent of meeting, and you and your sons with you are to be responsible as priests for the altar and everything on it, and everything inside the veil. You are to do the work of priests. I have given you your position as priests, and any other man who comes near will be put to death. And the Lord said to Aaron, See, I have given into your care my lifted offerings, even all the holy things of the children of Israel I have given to you and to your sons as your right forever, because you have been marked with the holy oil. This is to be yours of the most holy things, out of the fire offerings, every offering of theirs, every meal offering and sin offering, and every offering which they make on account of error, is to be most holy for you and your sons. As most holy things they are to be your food. Let every male have them for food, it is to be holy to you. And this is yours, the lifted offering which they give, and all the wave offerings of the children of Israel I have given to you and to your sons and to your daughters as your right forever. Everyone in your house who is clean may have them for food. All the best of the oil and the wine and the grain, the firstfruits of them which they give to the Lord, to you have I given them. The earliest produce from their land which they take to the Lord is to be yours. Everyone in your house who is clean may have it for his food. Everything given by oath to the Lord in Israel is to be yours. The first birth of every living thing which is offered to the Lord, of man or beast, is to be yours. But for the first sons of man payment is to be made, and for the first young of unclean beasts payment is to be made for these when they are a month old, at the value fixed by you, a price of 5 shekels by the scale of the holy place, that is, 20 gerahs to the shekel. But no such payment may be made for the first birth of an ox or a sheep or a goat. These are holy, their blood is to be dropped on the altar, and their fat burned for an offering made by fire, a sweet smell to the Lord. Their flesh is to be yours, like the breast of the wave offering and the right leg, it is to be yours. All the lifted offerings of the holy things which the children of Israel give to the Lord, I have given to you and to your sons and to your daughters as a right forever. This is an agreement made with salt before the Lord, to you and to your seed forever." And the Lord said to Aaron, "You will have no heritage in their land, or any part among them. I am your part and your heritage among the children of Israel. And to the children of Levi I have given as their heritage all the tenths offered in Israel, as payment for the work they do, the work of the tent of meeting. In future the children of Israel are not to come near the tent of meeting, so that death may not come to them because of sin. But the Levites are to do the work of the tent of meeting, and be responsible for errors in connection with it. This is a law forever through all your generations, and among the children of Israel they will have no heritage. For the tenths which the children of Israel give as a lifted offering to the Lord I have given to the Levites as their heritage. And so I have said to them, among the children of Israel they will have no heritage." And the Lord said to Moses, "Say to the Levites, when you take from the children of Israel the tenth which I have given to you from them as your heritage, a tenth part of that tenth is to be offered as an offering lifted up before the Lord. And this lifted offering is to be put to your credit as if it was grain from the grain floor and wine from the vines. So you are to make an offering lifted up to the Lord from all the tenths which you get from the children of Israel, giving out of it the Lord's lifted offering to Aaron the priest. From everything given to you, let the best of it, the holy part of it, be offered as a lifted offering to the Lord. Say to them, then, when the best of it is lifted up on high, it is to be put to the account of the Levites as the increase of the grain floor and of the place where the grapes are crushed. It is to be your food, for you and your families in every place. It is your reward for your work in the tent of meeting. And no sin will be yours on account of it. When the best of it has been lifted up on high, you are not to make a wrong use of the holy things of the children of Israel, so that death may not overtake you.